Hey everybody, welcome to Gentleman Parts. I'm the Grumpkin,
I'm Mugsy.
and today we're going to talk about the Fantastic Four.
It's clobbering time!
Flame on!
Hey everybody, this is the Grumpkin, and I'm here to talk about the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four is a superhero team appearing in Marvel Comics. They debuted in 1961 and were created by the Marvel Brain Trust at the time. You know who they were, likely. And essentially they were designed because of the success of DC's The Justice League. Marvel wanted a team of their own, so for the first time they created, you guessed it, no. Actually, it was these four fine fellows, or fellowses. In the end, they ended up being a fairly dysfunctional family. They got their powers on accident after exposure to cosmic rays while on a scientific mission to outer space. They are led, if you can call it that, by Dr. Reed Richards, or Mr. Fantastic. He's not just a doctor of something that isn't medicine either. He is insanely smart. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm not positive he has a medical degree. Still, he is widely considered to be in the top 3 smartest people in the Marvel Universe, with the likes of Tony Stark, Dr. Bruce Banner, Hank Pym, and Toad. That last part isn't true. Reed was super smart before the cosmic radiation, though it has been suggested that his brain can now stretch to get smarter. I'm not sure how I feel about that. He also has the power to stretch his body to incredible lengths, kind of like wet putty. It's actually the grossest power on the team, and easily one of the grossest in the Marvel Universe. While stretched or elongated, he can wrap around stuff like a snake, use his arms and body like a rubber band, stretch into a kite, stuff like that. Seriously, it's creepy. Next on the list is Susan Storm, or the Invisible Woman. She happens to be the sister of Johnny Storm, who we'll talk about later, and eventually marries Mr. Fantastic. Originally, her power was to turn invisible, which essentially translated into her becoming a damsel in distress that needed rescuing. Totally lame. Eventually, she was able to develop the power to create force fields, which is super awesome. And with that new power, she was able to stand in the thick of confrontation and whoop some biscuits. She is essentially the second in command behind Mr. Fantastic, and is the heart and soul of the team. Third, we have Benjamin Grimm, or the Thing. The Thing gets the most transformative effect from the radiation cosmic storm, and he gets turned into a living rock. The Thing is impossibly strong, though not as strong as the Hulk, but kind of on a similar playing field, and is essentially invulnerable. He is most famous for his battle-related taglines like, "It's clobber time!" Ben Grimm is obviously and understandably psychologically damaged by the loss of his human form, and it's essentially a main focus of his character for years to come. Reed is usually working on some way to get him back into his normal human form. He actually successfully does it a few times, I think, and then ends up having to change him back, to whoop some ass. Finally, we have Johnny Storm, Sue's brother, as I mentioned before. See, I can be trusted. Or as he prefers to be called, the Human Torch. Johnny is a hothead. Get it? He likes to show off and to be in the spotlight. He has the power to, you guessed it, light himself on fire and not burn himself. He can also hurl fireballs and fly, and I think even control other fires somehow, because those things are related. He uses his famous catchphrase, "Flame on!" to go from normal dude to flying superhero dude. I'm not exactly sure why he does that, other than, I guess, to sound cool. And, comics are weird like that. Alright, well, now that we have the sort of core 4 out of the way, we're going to go over a couple of the characters that show up kind of frequently and are sort of big deals with the Fantastic Four as a whole. First on the list is going to be Namor. Namor was created by Bill Everett in the late 1930s, and along with Captain America and the Human Torch, seriously, a totally different character, absolutely no relation to this Human Torch. The three of them were sort of like the big 3 characters back in the golden age of comics. Namor was originally portrayed as a villainous character, and he was battling the old Human Torch, they fought all the time. But eventually, he became more of a hero. He's a bit aggressive, a little angry. Doesn't always get along with sort of normal humans and land-dwelling foes. And he also has like a super big crush on Sue Storm, like over the top. He hits on her. It's caused issues in the past. He like kidnaps her and stuff. It's a bit much. Something cool. Namor is essentially like Marvel's first mutant. He's a child of a boat captain and an Atlantean princess. You know, he's super strong. He can fly, and of course, he can live underwater. And he like commands the Atlantean people. Even though they sort of refer to him as their first mutant, he's not the oldest mutant in the universe. I think Apocalypse and some of the other characters predate him. Wolverine, stuff like that, are technically quote-unquote older than Namor, but he was the first mutant that Marvel really created in the comics. Next up on the list is going to kind of be a twosie, a little two-package. It's going to be Galactus and the Silver Surfer. Galactus is referred to as the Eater of Worlds. No joke. He literally eats worlds. It's a very serious thing, obviously, because sometimes he wants to eat Earth, and Earth is, where we all live. Along with Galactus' package comes the Silver Surfer, or at least it did in the beginning. He was originally the Herald of Galactus and was sort of imbued with his power, and it made him silver and gave him a surfboard, The Surfer, for a while, was like a thorn in the Fantastic Four side. He'd show up and kind of whoop their butts, and, it was a pretty tough cookie, but eventually he realized what he was doing was wrong, and he was able to break the link from Galactus and sort of become a free agent. The Fantastic Four have been able to thwart Galactus a few times in the past. Basically sort of a similar idea every time, but he the big guy threatens to eat everybody, and Reed brilliantly convinces, this omnipotent, immortal creature that there is like a very, 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 very small chance that like if every single one of Earth's heroes got together, they could like maybe hurt him or defeat him or even kill him. And for someone who lives forever and wants to take no risks along those lines, even a very, 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 very like infinitesimal, which isn't a word, but very small risk is like too great for him, so he leaves like every single time. Next on the list is Howard the Duck. Kidding, I just wanted to see what you do. So finally, the biggest one, obviously, for those of you who know the characters, and if you don't, you probably would know this anyway, sort of the big major antagonist for the Fantastic Four is Dr. Doom. Super cool name, obviously. Victor Von Doom, widely accepted as sort of the top 5 all-time, by me, Marvel villains, and is easily the Fantastic Four's greatest antagonist. He possesses a superior intellect, kind of like Reed, and it's even been hinted more than once that he is smarter than Mr. Fantastic. Victor, however, is extremely vain and arrogant, and this often hurts him more than it helps in sort of the ongoing competition of besting Dr. Richards. Doom is also a megalomaniac, which means, he talks to himself a lot. He talks about himself in the third person, like all the time, so there's that. Doom often gets around in his metallic power armor suit and green cowl cape combination. It's a good look. The suit has numerous functions. It's pressurized, space-worthy, can survive underwater, it flies, shoots blasto beams, has rockets, controls Doombots, controls gravity, creates force fields, and is virtually indestructible. Yeah, it does a lot of stuff. What I do love, though, is how, it can do all that stuff and it can protect him in space and all that, even though literally, if you look at his mask, you could, reach in with your finger and just sort of gently stroke the skin under his eye. It's creepy. Doom attacks the Fantastic Four and essentially tries to eliminate them and their kids as often as possible. Number 1 bad guy. Well, that essentially sums up a very brief and extremely vague coverage of the Fantastic Four. Mostly common canon and stuff, but, we got a nice little touch the characters, gently, delicately. And stay tuned because it's time for Mugsy to try and best my score in the Gentleman Parts speed round. Good luck to me. I have the lead. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you there.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Gentleman Parts. This is Grumpkin, and it's about time for Mugsy's speed round. So eventually he'll join us. He's getting dressed. He's getting ready.
I am ready.
Jesus.
Ready. I'm ready for this.
You look like Apollo Creed.
I feel like Apollo Creed.
All right, that's pretty intense. We recently did Ant-Man speed round. I got a 1.75. I want that shit on the board.
All right.
We're going to keep the running total. So I've got some speed round questions for you. These are Fantastic Four related. Okay, the first one is going to be imagery. I apologize. You're going to have to look where I'm at.
Spicy.
Okay, so the first question is, which of these members, and this is going to sound strange, which of these members was not a member of the Fantastic Four? On your top left, we have the Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Spider-Man.
Spidey.
Mm-hmm. And then Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Silver Surfer. And then Storm.
Okay.
Which of these was not a member of the Fantastic Four?
Let me millionaire you through some of my thought
All right,
process.
you can try to cross me up, but it's not going to work.
Okay. I don't know anything about Black Panther.
Okay.
I assume he's a vigilante
I'll bet you do.
because of the Black Panthers taking the streets back.
Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone.
I don't like Spider-Man. I don't care for him.
Just like,
That's not going to help me in this question.
you're not a
but
fan of the Thwip? Okay.
Oh, I live with my aunt. I'm a loser.
Okay, I'll buy that. You don't got to get pissed about it. I think you're stalling. Is what you're doing.
Joseph Stalin.
Yeah.
I have no opinion about the
Medusa.
Medusa. I have no opinion about her.
Okay.
She reminds me of Citadel from Mortal Kombat.
That's a real character. Okay.
Silver Surfer, you would think immediately, of course, he just kicks it with the Avengers all the
If
Avengers all
it
the
was
time.
about the Avengers, yeah.
So, but you would assume like, okay, maybe he's done a spell with Fantastic Four.
Okay.
You know,
I'm
like,
with
he
you.
seems like a likely candidate. Therefore, I am suspicious of him and will not be choosing him.
All right, I understand.
It's the magnetic defense. And then Storm, I don't know. You know, like she's pretty boss. Like I feel like,
She has a mohawk for a long time.
yeah, that's true. I just feel like she is too cool for them because they're hokey.
The FF, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna make a choice here.
So which one of them is not
Was
never the...
was never.
Yeah.
Was never.
Never.
I'm gonna say Spider-Man was never a member of the Fantastic Four.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That's a great pick. And of all those, you are wrong. It actually was the Silver Surfer. He hangs out with the...
obvious.
I know, and you had it.
Because he's of all of them, he seems like the most likely to be part of a group mechanic.
And he's like always involved with the Fantastic Four.
I know. Damn it. All right.
Okay.
0.
Okay, so now you know that there were at least 4 additional members
Mm-hmm.
on the Fantastic Four.
Right.
So in
I want to know
total,
more about Storm's tenure.
well, we could talk about that later. Tenure. In total, next question.
All right.
How many other Fantastic Four members
Mm-hmm.
were there?
9.
In
Final
total.
answer.
9.
9. I have no idea.
0. 0. Actually, the correct answer is 15.
15?
15. That's 0 points for you.
All right, I got 2 more questions, and I need to get them both right.
2 more
Go
questions. Okay.
ahead. Okay.
This one, we're gonna slow it down a little bit. Okay, we're gonna take it out of the comic book realm. We're gonna bring it to Earth.
Okay.
Okay, this is a real thing. What real modern day ailment condition does Reed Richards suffer from? It was suspected for a while, later confirmed.
Erectile dysfunction. Wait, let me think.
Think about it.
Male pattern baldness.
He's got the gray patches. He doesn't have no baldness.
Halitosis.
This is serious.
There's no way of knowing. Erectile dysfunction seems right because he's so floppy.
He is floppy, but he could also grow any part of his body,
Let's see.
elongate and stretch. Gross.
I'm gonna
So
say.
gross.
I'm gonna say cancer. Does he have cancer?
Wow. No, he doesn't have cancer.
Damn it!
He's on the autism spectrum.
I'm
I mean, that's not funny, but it's kind of funny.
I was so far off. Here's the thing though, is I thought like, okay, Taffy Man had cancer. Like, would he just keep, you know what I mean?
Just
Like,
growing around it?
just growing around.
That's fucked up.
But, damn, that sucks.
All right, and then finally,
So I need to get this right.
okay, and finally,
Everyone's autistic.
to even try to get you on the board.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You ready to join the team?
This flag sucked.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
It didn't touch the ground.
It would never.
All right.
Oh, glory.
Oh, glory.
It's the greatest.
Okay, so Reed Richards is married to the Invisible Woman.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Who, throughout the entire history of all their comics, is constantly trying to bang the Invisible Woman and steal her from Reed Richards.
Okay. Well, the Torch is her brother, right?
It's true.
So it's not. It's
Hey,
not
you
him.
know what, dude? Marvel Comics has done weirder shit.
And I don't think it's gonna be Ben.
Benjamin?
Yeah, I think Ben's got his hands full with being made of rock and all that shit.
That's true.
That's a whole conundrum.
He shows up a lot, and it is a he. I'll give you that.
Hmm.
He's been there since the beginning.
It's not Silver Surfer.
I'll give you another hint. I'm going to give you a hint.
Give me a hint.
This probably won't help you
I'll
well.
accept it.
This particular character battled another character called the Human Torch before Johnny Storm was the Human Torch. Totally unrelated.
Yeah, that's not. That's.
It's just ironic because
Yeah.
the same character fought the same name for a totally different reason.
Okay, so if he's battling another Human Torch, I have
Right
to
now, they're looking at the answer.
so I have to assume that we're talking about a villain who's trying to scoop in on a good guy's gal.
Maybe.
Hmm.
It's not Apollo Creed.
Who would I want it to be? Is that the question?
No,
I think
it's
the question
who is it?
Who do I want it to be?
Okay, well. For 0 points.
Yeah.
Come on.
Who do I want it to be?
Who do you want it to be?
Carnage.
Okay, it's not Carnage. This is horrible.
That'll just turn into a Japanese cartoon. Who is always trying to bang his lady?
He's old-fashioned. He's old as hell. One of the oldest Marvel characters.
One of the oldest Marvel characters.
Sort of. Adjusted for inflation. I've already given you a couple of hints. This is called the speed round for a reason.
Yeah.
We should have some kind of buzzer or something.
Yeah, there should be a timer or something.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say you don't know.
Well, let me take a guess.
Guess. Literally the worst version of a speed round ever.
I'm gonna go with. I have no idea. I give up. I give up.
It is the Submariner, Namor.
The Submariner.
Yeah. Namor.
He's always trying to get into the
Always.
Invisible Girl.
Always. He kidnaps her. He tries to convince her that he's better because he's like the king of the ocean.
Yeah, and he's like, I can swim. I got gills.
Dude, I'm
got
super
feet."
strong. I fly sometimes.
Yeah.
I got the hair. He's got the crew top.
Yeah.
All right.
Do
well,
you think the Submariner? You know how sometimes male fish carry the babies?
I don't think he does.
You don't think?
He's got like cum gutters, dude. He's got the abs. I don't think there's anything in there.
Maybe.
Anyhow, that means that based on your answers, you got 0 points.
0 points.
And by my calculations, 1.75 is way better than 0
It
points.
is.
So far,
You're pulling ahead.
Grumpkin is just...
You're pulling ahead. And now I'm incentivized to make the questions more esoteric.
That was not esoteric. Those are pretty easy.
I don't know. I don't like the Fantastic Four.
Well, that's not my fault.
I know. All right. We're going to figure this out.
Okay, well, that concludes our speed round for Fantastic Four. Mugsy and his goose egg are going to take a rest. But fear not, because you'll have other opportunities.
America cries with me.
America.
America.
So we have upcoming films. Batman v Superman will be soon. Suicide Squad. The Captain America Civil War series.
Most importantly, Space Jam 2, starring LeBron James.
Is Bill Murray going to be in it?
If he's not, I'm not going.
That's it? I'll boycott that
If
shit.
he's not, I'm fucking the table.
Anyhow, from Mugsy, I'm Grumpkin. This is Gentleman Parts, and thanks very much for watching. I'll see you later.
Bye.